back to Socially Awkward.
The only podcast that you should be watching every single week.
Amen.
Okay, so I think we need to start by addressing the rumour. What's the rumour?
There's no one in the room but us. We're missing our third person.
We're missing number 3. We're missing Daniel. He's not well.
No, he's not well at all, bless him. We went to Zip It today and he pushed himself to go because he really wanted to do it. And we were on the first round and he wasn't well at all. I actually felt so bad for him.
I know. Well, do you know what? I think you do really need to look after yourself. And if you're sick in these situations. But I was delighted that he even got to come because he had told us yesterday that he wasn't feeling well.
Yeah.
And, you know, we hadn't seen him in a while. So.
I know. We love you, Daniel.
We miss our Daniel.
You get better soon. And you'll be here for the next episode.
But speaking of Zip It, there was somebody, and I think I told this to you, like I said this to you earlier on, but there was somebody that I met at Zip It. It was like an instructor.
Yeah.
And it turns out that we used to work in like the same place. Like down in Dublin Port, where we used to work.
I got you in there and then we were working together for a year.
Yeah, would have been, I'd say 8 or 9 months, I'd say. So
yeah.
You were there in like the winter time.
Yeah.
And then the following like January, I got in.
I love how my intention was like, I'm going to be working with my best friend. This is going to be unreal. And we were very rarely ever on the same shift.
I know. Well, you see, Shanice was part-time and she was also miles out. I was full-time.
Yeah.
But it was brutal. Like, do we go there? Fuck it, let's go there.
Okay, go.
Right. So we are in at what, like 5:30 in the morning?
You'd be up at I'd be up at 4:30.
You'd be up at 4:30.
Yeah.
I'd be rolling out of bed at 5:20.
That's because he was literally, Brandon's just a throw stone away of like, from where he was.
Oh my God, I used to bomb down the fucking road at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
No cars in the road, no nothing. I would literally, I would make it to the roll out of bed for 20 past and be in the for at 5, right? And I'd always be miserable. I'm not a morning person, so it didn't really work out well for me. But it just got me thinking, like it took me back to that headspace and like,
oh my God.
No, there's one that I'm thinking of.
There's one I'm thinking of as well.
One.
Everyone was so nice to us when we worked there. Let's just get that straight.
They were.
But you know when you're in school and teachers have a favourite student, it was given that energy. Do you know what I mean? Like one rule applied to another person that didn't exactly apply to you. So there was a lot of favouritism across the board.
There was some clicks. There was some clickety clicks.
Some clickety clacks.
But there was.
I think overall the people that we worked with were lovely. That was our experience anyways, working there. But was that your first job?
No. So my first job was working in a pub. I got sacked after 3 months because I kept going on holidays. But this was 2019. This is the year before COVID. So everybody was like, well, why are you going on so many holidays this year? Because you have your 6-year holiday next year. First of all, would never in a fucking million years go away with my 6-year class. And second of all, what holiday? Like, I didn't say holiday. Like, fuck off. No, that didn't happen.
You got sacked for
I got sacked because we went to Tenerife.
Well, there you go. If you hire Brandon, just know that he's going to be booking a lot of holidays in advance.
No, I was young, right? And I was delighted that I had finally a job and a bit of money or whatever. So I was going away and I was splashing the cash, but that's about it. Cash in hand.
Oh, can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. But anyways, point of the podcast, Nasti is here today.
Yes, we have a special guest, guys.
He's absolutely killing the game. He's doing so well at the moment. He has so many different collaborations with different restaurants and like Abracadabra, Peking. What's the other one? GBK. Bewley's as well. Jesus, like what's next? I'm sorry. We have to ask him all these questions.
I feel like every time I walk through town, I just see his face on billboards.
Honestly, bus stops, like the whole lot, like I do, see him everywhere. Abracadabra. Love Abracadabra.
It's great to see though. I love that.
Love Abracadabra. Please give me a gold card. I would love one. I would use it every day.
No, but we're very excited to have him on. And we're very excited for you to hear what he has to say.
So the next time you see us, Nasti's going to be sitting here next to us.
Amen.
Let's do it. We are back.
We are indeed. And we have Nasti with us.
Thank you very much for having me. How are we?
Thanks for being here.
Nasti, how the fuck are you?
Oh, listen, I'm not too bad.
You know, didn't let me finish.
Bit tired, but I mean, we get past that.
Didn't let me finish. How the fuck are you still so skinny?
Okay, so it wasn't alright. Okay, it was complete. Well, I honestly don't think I am. I am progressively putting on the weight, but I'm getting away with it for now. As soon as I get to that 30s mark, I feel like that'll come back to bite me now big time. But I'm living my best years for now, so I kind of have to take advantage of that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Agreed. How did you come up with the name Nasti 2K?
You've never heard this?
No.
It's actually a funny story. So I was in New York in 2018, and basically there's these like rappers and they go handing out their mixtapes. And I was like, right, he looks all right. He was rapping on the street at the same time. I was like, I'll pick this up. I went up to him and he was like, what's your name? I'm gonna write it on the mixtape. I said, Jonathan. He was like, oh, I'm gonna call you J Nasty, and he wrote J Nasty on the mixtape on a little hard CD. And I was like, I kind of like that. So now it's just a variation. Like he wrote a J Nasty, so how you'd normally spell nasty. And I was like, okay, maybe somebody else is bound to have that, so let's kind of play with it here. Just knock off the J and change the Y to an I, and that's how we came to it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's mad though how that name's really stuck, like.
Yeah.
I think it is though.
Do you think so? Yeah.
See you walking down the street and the first thing they're gonna call you is Nasty.
It's unique. Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think there's anybody else I know called Nasti, so like it kind of works out that way. But yeah, I mean the I instead of the Y kind of helps, I guess, with like, I don't know, people looking up your content and stuff. They're not really gonna come across somebody else with that. Not that I've seen anyway, but maybe there is.
It's very unique.
Yeah.
Very unique.
Yeah. No, we were talking right before you came in here. We were talking about like we used to work in so
okay,
down so, and we were talking about like the managers and stuff down there. It just wasn't ideal. Like we had a few run-ins. Like it wasn't the most amazing place to work. Wasn't too bad, but
the two of you did.
The two of us worked together. Yeah,
years,
this is going back like 2 years ago.
Cool.
Yeah.
But no, we were just wondering, like, before you did like social media, like what were you at? Were you working away?
Well, I'm literally only out of a full-time job now, I'd say a month and a half.
Really?
No
Yeah,
way.
I was doing night shifts all the way up. So obviously I was in college for a while, so I was kind of doing the night shifts basically just because I was full-time in college. I couldn't really work during the day. So just to kind of financially support myself, because I wasn't really making money from TikTok for years.
Really?
I'm only doing it 2 years. I'd say I'm only making money from it like the last, I don't know, 6-7 months. Start of the year, I'd say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing night shifts in security control. So basically threat investigation and stuff like that was very, very handy. But obviously got to a point where the schedule just got so hectic I couldn't keep it up. But yeah, that's what I was at. My first job was in Tesco though.
Was
No
it?
Started in Tesco,
I was in
working
Tesco as well. That's another one I didn't mention.
Yeah.
Love Tesco.
And I also did security as well, so that wasn't
In
ideal.
Tesco's?
In that Tesco, yeah.
Fuck off, really?
No, so I started on the checkouts and then I got my security licence and kind of started my training in there. And that's how I moved then into the corporate security role.
Jazzy also worked in Tesco's.
Yeah. Jesus.
Really?
Jazzy worked.
She works in Tesco.
Like now?
No.
No.
I would tell you said work, so I was like, she doesn't still work in Tesco hardly.
She worked.
Yeah.
She was before she.
Tesco's breeding stars, man. You know what I mean?
You worked in retail as well.
I did, yeah. My first ever job was super dry.
Oh, okay. Not too bad.
So I was like, I think I was 18 when I got my first job. I worked in super dry, and I was in Kildare Outlets before that. And do you know when you're younger and you're like, oh, that'd be a real like nice place to work? It looked like I had loads of money because all the clothes are so expensive.
I get you.
And I got the job, and I was there for like 3 years, and I actually loved it. I think people that you work with make the environment
True.
a good place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it makes you enjoy your
Oh,
job
100%.
more.
They make or break the job for me.
Yeah,
definitely.
I feel the same. Yeah, like some of my best mates now are ones that I met in Tesco.
Yeah.
And like none of us work in Tesco now, but that's where we all met. So it's fun. It is a great place, retail,
It
for
is.
like finding mates and stuff like that. 100%.
that.
Because you're just trying to kill down the time. Like, how else do you do it?
Yeah.
You know,
True.
just
So
have to
you end up
crack.
collaborating with Tesco's further down the line?
Could do. I'd be up for it.
You never know.
I have nothing.
I mean, you're collaborating with everyone nowadays.
Yeah, there's a few bits going
Smashing
around.
it.
Thank you very
Fair
much.
play.
But you're keeping it genuine. You're keeping it, you know, like it's stuff that you believe in, you're passionate about. You're not just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm not gonna. Like, I mean, I kind of stand firm in that respect. Like, I'm not going to collab with stuff that I don't like or that I don't back myself. Like, anything that I have done.
You're not a sellout.
Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't say I am, and people might kind of say you are and stuff like that. The one that I got backlash over was kind of like the betting sponsor, and that was kind of one. I have a bit of a partnership with Sportsbet that I owe, and people kind of didn't like that, which I can understand as well. But at the same time, like, I will have a drink, but I won't push drink because it's not. I wouldn't class myself as a drinker.
Yeah.
Like, I could probably count the amount of times I drink on one hand a year. but I like a bet. So if I'm offered money to kind of promote something that I actively do, I'm not really going to turn that down. I don't think people in my position would.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the only one. But besides that, like, yeah, it's kind of just been food places, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Like that's more or less like your niche. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're known for your food reviews. You're known for, you know, your no bullshit reviews of everywhere, basically. Chinese as chippers, like, you name it.
Yeah.
But I suppose, like, you've done how many different collaborations now? 4?
So I've got my burger with GBK, my kebab with Abracababra.
Abracababra one, I'm sorry, that's iconic.
Yeah, it's class. But they're under the same ownership, GBK and Abracababra.
Are they?
Yeah, so that's how that kind of... The burger was my first one, and then we developed that into the kebab. So, yeah, same ownership. Great lads to work with, by the way.
How did that all come about?
The burger, I approached them at the time. Like, you know, I don't want to say I had no followers. I think I had maybe, like, I don't know off the top of my head.
You were doing really well
50, 60k maybe. Yeah, about that, 50, 60k I'd say.
Still a lot of people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But for them to take me on at that point, I'll always say, like, you know, I had been turned down a lot of times.
Yeah.
And for them to kind of take me under the wing, you know, it said a lot about them, and that's a testament why I still want to work with them, and I will prioritise them above some other people that I work with. Not a bad word to say about anybody in that group. But yeah, we had the burger, the kebab. I have the spice bag, the Nasti special with Peking,
which is unreal, by the way. There's a Peking next to where I work. It's unreal.
Do you know, I wanted to bring it today, but I was very cut on time. But I did. The plan was to bring up a couple of Nasti specials and get your opinion.
That would have been
Do a little mukbang. That would have been great.
Maybe further down the line.
We'll try it another day. 100%.
Definitely.
Absolutely. And we've a couple of other stuff on the way I can't say just yet, but we do have 2, like, literally ready to announce.
No.
So
this is with Peking, is it?
No, that's a separate thing. So these are 2 new brands.
Oh,
yeah.
I feel like I was just saying to Brandon, like, your face is everywhere.
Yeah.
I was walking through
It is
town and,
funny.
like, the billboards and all in Abracababra, your face is there. And
we have the coffee as well. Sorry, with Bewley's. That's only just been launched.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a festival campaign, which is also great because, you know, there's only so many foods you can do, but I hadn't done kind of a beverage, and I love coffee. It's genuinely a nice coffee as well. So
love coffee.
There's a lot of, like, unique flavours and toppings in that one.
There's
isn't
a
there?
bit of salt in it, which is kind of catching people.
I was a bit caught back by that.
Yeah, you wouldn't see. The thing about it is, though, it's kind of like a margarita style. So on the rim you have caramel sauce, and that's used to pick up the salt. So it kind of develops into a salted caramel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's not strange when you say
That
it.
makes
like
sense. It doesn't make
Yeah, it's not like the amount of salt that I put on my chips or anything like that. Like, it's just a bit on the rim and then a tiny bit in the middle. Works, in my opinion. I mean, I love salt, so maybe people who won't like it, but listen, other people...
I don't think it's too extravagant that
Other
people wouldn't
people-
try it. Like, I love a good salted caramel.
Yeah, other people have tried it and they've liked it. I haven't really heard a bad take on it yet, so...
Well, you're doing something right, 'cause everyone's loving what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
Trust your reviews as well. Do you get me? It's kind
Yeah,
of
that's important for me. Big time. I'll always be honest about stuff.
Yeah.
But it is important as somebody who does social media, you know, to have the trust of the
Be honest
people, and
with
you
your
definitely do
audience.
have that.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Like, the authenticity for me, I put above everything. And regardless of partnerships, anything like that, the content always comes first. I'm sure you said the same. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
100%.
to kind of get to the point you are, not to be big-headed or anything, but you do kind of have to maintain what got you there in the first place.
Definitely.
100%.
And I feel
you
like
said, follow up and, like, appreciate the people that believed in you from the start.
100%.
And keep that relationship
yeah,
going. as
I'm
well.
big on that.
Yeah.
I'm big on that. Yeah, for sure.
It's even with regards to, like, before we started doing social media, who was there for us before and who's still here now. It's kind of like
Absolutely.
the same type of thing, isn't it?
Yeah, because like I said, I've no shame in saying I've been turned down a lot of times,
But that's part of
especially
it. That's
I've absolutely no shame in saying that. So that is why I kind of speak so highly of those guys. They gave me the platform to kind of start all this.
Yeah.
So I'm always grateful for that.
There's another thing, I'm not sure if you want to talk about this. If you don't want to, we can cut it out. Absolutely.
Right.
But so a famous pizza place in Dublin posted a TikTok not too long ago. Do you kind of want to tell us about that? You don't have to if you don't want to.
No, listen, I've no shame in that. So yeah, like I was saying about being turned down, you know, I kind of had my outreach at the time. Obviously I don't do my outreach myself now, but at the time I did, kind of coming up, and it was just a very standard, listen, I have a pitch if you'd be interested in it. Myself and my management team at the time, which was just me and kind of one of my mates who represented me, I can send that over. They never got back to it. I put up a video with my good friend Cassie Stokes, and it was just kind of a joke saying, she's amazing, she's a lovely person as well. But I put up just the two of us eating a slice of pizza, saying something along the lines of, with a sound, I got 2 slices of pizza at and it cost me 30 quid, because they kind of have this reputation for being an expensive place. I don't actually think it's a little bit punchy now, I'm not going to lie, but
definitely
it wasn't 30 quid for 2 slices, and I thought that
it was an exaggeration.
Yeah,
it's the joke. I don't think exaggeration.
I don't think anybody thought that it was, except them, and they kind of took it to heart, and then they posted that screenshot, which was probably meant to make me look really bad, but I don't really think it did.
I think part of being on social media though is reaching out to people for collaborations. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's something that we've all done. Yeah. I've definitely done it.
Yeah,
100%.
Especially in those very early stages when you're looking to establish connections and partnerships with people. I think that's so important. And like you said there, like it's very important to remember those people who were there with you from the beginning. Do you know, I definitely do.
And as well as that, it's a thing of, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah,
absolutely.
And I think it was good marketing on their end, because it's still the highest viewed video on their page. I mean, I think that had something like 500,000 views. Everything else, they can barely clear 10k. So listen, there is that, but look, I hold no ill intention to them, no bad feelings or anything like that. I don't think they feel the same based on some messages I've got from the admin, but look, that's their business. I have no time for hard feelings in this game.
Nah, you just have to live.
Take everything with a pinch of salt. You know what I mean?
Or a fucking bucket of salt.
Yeah, fact. Yeah. I was going around with the bucket for a while.
Were you?
Yeah. That's good. That could be a thing. That could catch on.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's clever marketing, isn't it?
But it's not. People say that like it's marketing, but I've always ate salt like that. And that's another thing will definitely catch up on me. But I just love salt. I can barely. The only thing I can eat without salt is a spice bag. But like, I don't think anybody puts salt in a spice bag.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of has enough already, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
Crazy. And has social media always been something that you've wanted to do, or was there a goal you had before?
Not really. No, I never woke up one day and was like, I want to eat spice bags for a living. That was never something that came to fruition. But no, I mean, like, obviously I didn't start with the field. I started doing football vlogs, so I'm a big Bowls fan. Going to the matches and just posting a vlog once a week.
Up the balls.
Yes. And the season came to an end. It's different to the Premier League season, so they take a break from November till February. And then for 4 months I was kind of like, I'm enjoying posting this one video a week, and if I'm not going to have that in the post for 4 months, why not kind of develop something? And the only 2 things I really have passions for are football and food. So if the football's finished, let's go with a bit of food. There's no food season. The food season never stops, so let's go with that.
So obviously, whether or not it was your dream, you blew up one way or another. That happened. Right, rightly so, because your content is obviously amazing and whatever.
Thank you very much.
No, I didn't mean for it to sound like that.
No, I got you.
This is why it's called socially awkward, because we're so off.
It fits
I'm
the thing.
sweating.
This is what I was telling you.
I honestly don't think you should cut anything. Just put it out like this,
But one of the things that you've done is you've gotten the attention of Gordon Ramsay.
That's
and a lot quicker than I anticipated. Like, that was the series that I started was day 1 of making a sandwich every single day until Gordon Ramsay sees it. He's seen it on day 13. I was envisioning this going the long haul. I had been seeing this kind of going 2 or 3 years, and I'm still not seeing it, and everyone tagging him. But day 13, he's seen it. Yeah, he wasn't a big fan of it now, but he didn't have to be. But
was that kind of like the goal to kind of take them off?
Yeah, for sure. But it was a big thing for me because, like, my parents, my mum and dad, they're 64, so they don't like watch social media, anything like that.
But everyone knows who Gordon Ramsay is.
Exactly, and that was a big thing. And my dad loves Gordon Ramsay, so when he seen that, he was kind of like, this is like a real thing, And that was a similar thing to when my mum seen the Abracadabra poster, because I kind of tell them, but they don't really get most of the stuff, or at least they didn't used to. But when my mum was doing the shopping up there in the pavilions and she walked by, she was like, you're in the window of Abracadabra. I was like, no way. Am I actually? As if I didn't know,
I relate to that though. My dad doesn't even know I do a podcast.
But you don't expect, it's not kind of what interests them. So I understand it, but yeah, obviously they're big moments for me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's nice that you're doing it in that sort of way. Like that, trying to get Gordon Ramsay's attention and then showing your man, showing your dad,
Exactly.
this is what I can do. With
And that's something you'll always hold on to. Like that Gordon Ramsay video, like I'll never forget that for the rest of my life. Even if I meet Gordon Ramsay at some stage, which is obviously a goal as well, like I will always remember the first kind of interaction that I had that involved him. So yeah, that was big.
Is he a contact now?
No, unfortunately, it was just it was just kind of that moment. But I'll take that, for now.
Yeah,
100%. Would you like to follow in his footsteps in a way? Maybe open up a restaurant or something.
I've actually tried his restaurant and it's lovely. It won't let me upload the video for some reason on TikTok, so I don't know what's up with that. But it's on Instagram. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Bit pricey now, probably a bit more pricey than what I'm used to paying for the old takeaways. But like, you kind of get what you pay for.
Yeah.
In my opinion, it is very good. But yeah, probably would, but I'm not as classy as Ramsey, so I probably don't know if a restaurant is the right route, but definitely like a little food truck or something like that could materialise.
That'd be deadly.
Yeah.
Imagine having that at like EP
exactly.
festivals and all.
I don't even mean just for festivals, like I could kind of set it up in town or something like that and it be an all year type of thing.
I can just see the menu now, because some of the stuff that you'd be putting up, like they're just the wildest names. Like I seen something in Ireland, the slobber knocker.
Yeah.
Knocker.
Did you see that? No.
Oh, what? I haven't even heard that.
What did I have on it? Oh, there was a lot on it. I don't even know if we can.
Was it
One of them was Takis.
Yeah, what was on it? Not in order. Yeah, there were Takis on it. There was a spice bag on it, curry sauce, sweet and sour sauce. Now it was all cold because you have to bear in mind I went on this show at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
You'd be lucky to find a Chinese open at that hour. So I had all this kind of pre-bought from the night before. I had the Uncle Ben's curry sauce, sweet and sour sauce, some jalapeno jelly thrown on there and everything. You know what I mean? A bit of everything.
Have you ever made yourself sick from doing this?
No, actually, no. Oh no, I never made something that made me sick. I've had something that made me sick.
Really?
Yeah, these Polish kebabs. When I was in Poland, my girlfriend is from Poland, and I had heard a lot about these Polish kebabs. I still am. I'm being told I tried the wrong ones, which is fair enough. Maybe I did. But they're big. They look the part. They're about a foot long. I'd say probably more, maybe 2 foot long, like about that big the kebabs are. But they're all just, I feel like that's all for a commercial look. They taste absolutely scrap. Really? I'm not even messing. Like the worst kebab that I had over there was awful. And yeah, the first time I actually had to spit food out, I wasn't proud of it. Yeah, it wasn't good. But yeah, listen, I'll take people's word for it. I'll be back in Poland, so maybe I have to try the right spots.
Yeah.
They said don't go to the chains, go to kind of the corner shops.
Yeah.
Which is something that I actually agree with when you come to places here. Like, go to the kind of little places. They have the best food.
Have you ever been to the Camden markets in London?
No, I want to go there. I want to go there. I was in the Blackstock market in Liverpool, but I think the Camden just looks that kind of next level, and the portions they give you and stuff.
We went to London just after Christmas, and my fella tried I think it was like a Sunday roast and a burrito.
Yorkshire burrito.
Oh,
yeah, I've seen it.
Neve posted about this today on her TikTok, and it's like wrapped up in this big fuck off Yorkshire pudding.
Is that the number one thing now you'd say to go for if I'm going there?
I tasted it.
Yeah.
I liked it, but I'm mad for mac and cheese. I love
I've seen that as well. See, I'm not as big into it. I would eat it, but I'm not as... I love cheese, but mac and cheese, for some reason, I'm not that mad.
I wouldn't go for that.
To be honest, I didn't have a big appetite that day, and I was a bit gutted because I wanted to try more than I did.
You need to when you're going to those places.
Yeah, I wanted to try more than I did. But we saw something on TikTok and we just like kind of followed along.
I get you, yeah.
But there's a loads of gorgeous places in the Camden Market.
No, I've seen the videos. Even American food reviewers, they travel over there to try the food, so it's high status. I would like to try it.
Yeah.
But I've been to London. Like my mum's from London, but I've never been there. So yeah, that's a spot I have to hit for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But just going back to kind of talking about like the kebabs and stuff that from Poland or whatever, obviously you have your own Nasti kebab, which again looks fucking amazing. I tried it once. Very nice.
Thank you very much.
But like, you have 4 collabs now altogether. You have 2 in the pipeline. What's your dream collab?
Monster.
Really?
Oh,
that's a good one. That's a good one. I second that.
For sure.
And does it stand a coffee?
I have.
Have you?
Yeah, it didn't really turn out nice, but I did try it, because I seen a lot. It was a trend for a while, I think. Just putting Monster in coffee.
Monster and Guinness or something?
I see, that's Gonster, yeah, that's a different thing.
Gonster?
Oh,
Gonster,
fuck that.
I saw that.
What's wrong, babe? You haven't touched your Gonster. Yeah, but no, I did try. I didn't try that now. I might try it because that's it's kind of the visuals that are important there, because you can see the monster at the bottom and then it fades into the black.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that was
Yeah.
why that was trending. But people were just putting monster in coffee. I was like, right, I have to try this. I don't know if it's a...
That's a double rush of caffeine.
Yeah,
no?
I don't know if it's a specific monster that you have to use. I just use the white one.
Yeah.
And then just a regular, I don't know,
White
cappuccino or
Monster
something.
is the best ever.
It is, yeah.
You do.
I like it
Monster,
because
I
I
have two a day.
wholesale it, so it's the cheapest one.
I'm a
Yeah,
Red
I
Bull
buy
kind of
them
gal.
I buy White Monster at 48 cans a time.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Like just one big like or two big crates.
No, 2 crates, yeah.
Oh my
Two
God.
24s.
Where do you get that?
Musgraves.
I'm like, where?
Your secret.
We were up
If
in
you're drinking it as sorry to cut across you. If you're drinking it as regularly as I do, like I could be 2 cans a day.
I'm
some
some
days.
days, most days.
And if it's all
It's not healthy, but like
yeah, no, it's not. I mean, again, another thing that will catch. Jeez, they're piling up now. Things
Yeah.
that will catch up on me. But yeah, if you're drinking it like that, I mean, 48 cans a time, you
Yeah,
kind of
well,
have to
you
do
need
that.
it. 100%.
For sure.
I'm a Red Bull kind of gal.
Yeah.
Don't
not-
talk to me
Shanice
ever
loves a
again.
Red Bull.
I'm not mad into.
Never talk to me.
I'm not mad.
No, I like the watermelon Red Bull though.
Have you tasted the apricot? Is it apricot summer or something?
Apricot strawberry.
Apricot strawberry.
No,
It's the
sounds
orange
nice
one.
though.
It is
So
nice.
nice.
It's like peach
So
and strawberry.
nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a flavour that Monster have, so it's different.
Yeah, it's very summery.
Do you know what? I've only ever tried the White Monster and the Red Monster, like the ultra
Haven't
ones.
tried others, no.
No,
my
I've never
favourite
tasted the
one-
full sugar one. I don't want to.
You're missing out on them. Monarch, Pipeline Punch, You've never had a Mango Loco.
No.
Oh, that's the
Mango
go.
loco.
No, see, I started off on the white
That
ones
is the
and the
go.
red ones, so now
You
I
just stuck to them.
just stuck to them because I'd be afraid now that if I was to switch over to them,
Yeah.
because they obviously are higher in calories,
Yeah.
so I'm afraid. Do you know what I mean? No, that's
No,
just
that's-
me. That's just me.
You need to get yourself a Mango Loco. Or a Pipeline. Like, I can't pick between those two.
Do you know what? We'll go after this.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
But come here, Nasti, you're after achieving so much in like
Thank
the
you.
last year. You're doing amazing. I'm sure you have a lot of things in the pipeline at the moment, but what's the end goal for you?
I mean, I don't know if I'll ever have that point where I'm just satisfied.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of have that mentality, despite, like, I know that it's kind of sinking in now that I have done a lot without actually doing a lot, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I still don't feel, like,
Satisfied?
happy. Yeah, not really.
Do you
Not
feel
really.
like the goalpost is always kind of moving forward?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, obviously,
relate to that.
yeah, I
Yeah.
set my goals every year on the 31st of December, like new goals. And, like, my goals that I set for this year, they're done.
Oh my
Really?
god.
Like, I don't, yeah, I keep them quite private. Like, I put up a post at the end of every year, so I keep them, but, like, they're done.
That's
So
amazing.
yeah, like, it's July and I've already hit my goals that I set myself. So there is that. I don't know if that's me putting the bar too low. Like, you really underestimate what you can achieve in a month, let alone a year.
Yeah.
So I definitely underestimated that. So that's something I'm trying to improve all the time. Like, kind of just think higher of myself, because I
Yeah.
know that I can do a lot more than I think I can.
Definitely. But and also appreciating where you are and what
Yeah.
you've done to get you where you are. Because I
For
feel
sure.
like we sometimes get lost in the moment of all of this, and it's so easy to just want the next best thing,
Big goal.
the next big goal, and then instead of sitting there and being like, I actually achieved this, I've done that, and I've done a lot with me time.
Yeah,
and
it's important to reflect.
It really
100%.
is.
Yeah, I think as well that's something I probably don't do enough of. But I just always find I'm somebody who likes to stay busy.
Yeah.
You know, I have to stay busy, keep myself occupied and stuff like that. So I don't probably give myself enough time to do that. But yeah, something I want to work on as well, definitely. Because there's a lot of things out. Like, obviously, it's great having goals in content, but I have goals outside of it as well that
Yeah.
Yeah,
they
absolutely.
should be prioritised.
Personal goals.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Right, so we're coming to the end of our podcast. We're
That's like they're flying in.
Yeah.
That did.
That
It
did
didn't
fly
it?
in, didn't it?
Yeah.
I told you it's been so chaotic, but
Yeah.
that's kind of what
I
you
get you,
expect
I
when
get
we're here. But we're coming up to our segment called The Wrong Way Round. And basically, this is a quick fire round of questions that we're going to ask you, and you have to answer the questions incorrectly.
So you have to
Okay.
answer them right off
Right.
the top of your head
All right.
incorrectly.
Okay.
That cannot be the right answer.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I get it, yeah. Well, I get it, yeah, but let's
So
see.
we're going to ask you a question, and you just don't give us the right answer.
Yeah.
Only wrong
Do you get
answers.
us?
Right, I get you.
All right.
It's harder in the moment.
No, I'm sure it is. That's why I'm saying it's all well and good saying now, yeah, but let's see.
Right, go on,
Right,
baby,
okay.
start.
We start.
Mm.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Name a character in the TV show SpongeBob SquarePants.
Woody.
Name a famous Irish dish.
Yorkshire pudding.
Finish these song lyrics. Mamma Mia, here I go again.
Won't ever let you down.
Yeah, there we go. Who's the president of America?
Boris Johnson.
What kind of animal is Scooby-Doo?
Frog.
What's the name of the cowboy in Toy Story?
Patrick Star. I think she just flipped those.
What do you have to do to get a bus to stop?
Ring the driver.
No, we'll take that.
We'll take that. Yeah. That's about as long as
Nasti,
it's
we
getting.
can't thank you enough for coming on the podcast. You've been a great guest. We've had the best time. We've learned so much about you.
Yeah, honestly. it's literally flown in.
As you said there, it's flown in. Like, how long has that been?
I
I
think.
have no idea. I'd say
Just
close
under
to
an hour?
Yeah, just under an hour, I'd say.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what time are
It
we?
felt like about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's a testament to you. You're doing a great job.
Aw,
Thank you.
I've felt very comfortable as a guest here.
Did you?
Yeah. Really?
Well, that's
Big time.
important. That's what we want.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here, and thank you all for listening and tuning in to Socially Awkward.
And make sure to follow Nasti.
Yeah.
Thank you. Again, thank you for having me. Up the balls.
Up the boss.
Bye.
Bye.